Well, hello. My name is Teacher Daniel, and today we're going to talk about the classification of word Englishes. Nigerian Standard English. I hope you like it. Let's watch it. In this video, we are going to learn about the names given, location, and number of speakers and origins of Nigerian English. Also, we'll see the classification according to Ketcher's and Mayer's models. Then, we will see some remarkable features with a special guest. And finally, we will see some implications and connotations for the community of Nigerian English speakers. Let's talk about the classification of Nigerian English. According to Cashru's three circles model, there is an inner circle, an outer circle, and an expanding circle when it comes to languages. Nigerian English belongs to the outer circle, since there English did not replace the native languages, but rather was adapted for education and bureaucracy purposes. Another classification is Mayer's. According to Mayer, Nigerian English belongs to the supercentral standard variety, which means is in the same category as South African English and Indian English. Let's analyze now some remarkable features of Nigerian Standard English. The first one is the lexical feature, where the use of stative verbs in continuous forms is present. Some examples are, I'm seeing from the second floor, instead of I can see from the second floor. Or I'm having a flat battery, instead of I have a flat battery. The second feature is the morphological, where in Nigerian Standard English it's common to borrow from indigenous Nigerian and foreign languages. Some examples are, from Yoruba, Oga, which means boss, leader, or superior, and from Nigerian Pidgin, Otondo, which is a fat and lazy person. The third remarkable feature that we have today is the syntactical one. There we have omission, for example, is very far, instead of it's very far. And reduplication. So one example is, before, food was very cheap in this country. Instead of, in the past, food was very cheap in this country. Now, to talk about the fourth one, which is the phonological, let's listen to our special guest. We have our guest. This is my colleague and friend, teacher Paul Noble. He's from Ghana. Hi, Paul. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, Daniel. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Paul, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience?
Yeah, sure. So as my colleague and friend said, my name is Paul Noble Kwanzaa. I was born in Nigeria to Ghanaian parents. So I am a Nigerian by birth, but also a Ghanaian due to my parents. Yeah, so I've been working in Colombia for the past 7 years, teaching English. I graduated in linguistics from the university. I'm a CELTA holder as well. I've been working in this field for about 7-8 years now. Yeah. Basically, I guess that's it.
Okay. Now, Paul, what are some phonological features about Nigerian Standard English?
Oh, very interesting question. Nigerian Standard English is from the British English, right? But it gets affected by so many things, like native languages they speak there, like Yoruba, Igbo, and then all that. So they have some loan words from it as well, and it affects the sound pronunciation. Yeah, a typical example could be emotion. We say emotion with like an e sound, when you start it. But then with a Nigerian, they would say emotion. It starts with an instead of an e. Another example would be doctor. The sound at the end changes to doctor. It says doctor and it changes to an sound. Going further, we could talk about house, where Nigerians don't pronounce the H, especially from the Yoruba tribe. They don't pronounce the H, so they say house. but we'll say house in the British Standard English. Yeah. So these are a few sound differences that you could talk about when we are comparing the Nigerian Standard English to the British Standard English.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. It was really interesting. Thank you for your time.
The pleasure is mine.
Let's talk about some implications and connotations for the community. Formal Western education or knowledge of English is the major differentiator between the masses, making the uneducated Nigerian to use more deviant forms at lexicosemantic level. English is a dominant language in Nigeria, but the majority of the population speaks Hausa. English has become the lingua franca in Nigeria of travel, business, and international communication. Nigeria is the fourth country with the highest population of English speakers in the world. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. Here we have some extra references just in case you want to deepen more on this topic. I found it fascinating. I enjoyed most of these readings, and I know you are going to do the same. Thank you once again for watching, and see you next time.